Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this live video. It is Wellington Phoenix versus AFC Wrexham in the final game down under. Hope you're well. Make sure you smash the like on this video. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Let's keep this dream rolling. Let's keep rolling this number up. And let's keep climbing towards now. 2,000 is our new subscriber target. Big up to each and every single one of you. Let me know who's in the house today. We've got Les and Jamie in early. Big up to you. Thomas, big up to you. Big up to Julie Marshall. So, hi, all watching from sunny Gold Coast in Australia. Love Wrexham, but we're so proud of the kids from Sydney. They did do well. Big up to Jude. And of course, big up to Fraser, who was first in this morning as well, guys. Big up, Pox Holiday. Hope you're well. Great to see you, my friend. And big up to Joel as well. And if you're watching on replay, do say hello in the chat as well. Look, I'm not going to lie. If I look like I've just woken up, that's because I have just woken up. And that is because I've just dragged myself out of bed. I nearly overslept. But we're there, we're live, we're ready, we're here for a watch along. Of course, as always, we'll be showing the game today for this pre-season watch along versus Wellington Phoenix. We've also woken up to, some great news, or you may have seen the news, that is that Wrexham have finally signed someone from Syria, the New Zealand captain, left back, and things are very exciting. Libby Kakashi or Kakashe. Again, I think I've butchered that name, but I will make sure I'm on it like a carb on it with that. But yeah, people, run up the lights for me right now. Let me know how you're all doing. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what time it is for you as well. And let me get this tea bag out my tea as always. I can't start my day without a bit of caffeine or there. So let me know what you're drinking. I've got a lovely, lovely, lovely strong cup of tea. That is lovely. That is lovely. Cheers to everyone. Good morning. I'm going to get the team lineups up for you now. Big up for Gracie. She's finally joined a stream. That's quality stuff. That's great news. Right, let me get the lineups up. Yeah, let me know what you're drinking. Let me know what time of day it is where you are. Are you a 6:30? My son 6:30. It's not even 6 a.m. yet. Are you that early riser, or is it a good time for you? Let me know. But here we go. Here we go. Let's get the lineups up for everyone then, and we are ready to rock and roll. Here is the team lineup for today, and the good news is that Arthur is back in goal. So Arthur comes into the lineups. You can see Danny Ward and Burton are both on the bench, but Arthur comes in. We've got Dan Scarr in goal. We've got Max Cleworth and Lewis Brunt as the back three. I think I just said Dan Scarr in goal. That's not true. See, that's me tired already. Dan Scarr at centre back with Max Cleworth and Lewis Brunt. So again, he's mixed it up again. He's brought Lewis Brunt in alongside Cleworth and Scarr. I think those are the two most stable players in the team so far right now in Cleworth and Scarr. It does look like those two are set to start for Wrexham moving forward. Then we've got good old Ryan Longman on that right wing, which is exciting. And we've got James McLean on that left wing. So for me, again, two starters right there. Midfield of Matty James, Tom O'Connor goes into the midfield with Elliot Lee. And up front, he's gone with Harry Ashfield, who's had a really good run out for Wrexham this preseason. Harry Ashfield been given his opportunities with Ryan Hardy. Hardy is back, people. Hardy is back, and that's good news. That is good news that Hardy is back. He had a concussion. He had concussion issues, but he's now back. So it'll be good to be able to look at him. And then, of course, the subs are the usual, the second half team, basically. So there we go. So yeah, let me know if you're a Wellington Phoenix fan today. Let me know if you're supporting them. Let me know if you're here. But yeah, doing it, then big up. Let me know if you're a Wrexham fan. As I said, if I stumble my words this morning, please forgive me. As you can tell, I've just woken up from bed. And yeah, we're here ready to rock and roll. So there we go. We've got 12:45 a.m. Ohio, says CT. Love it. That's quality. Howdy, almost midnight here in Crawford, Texas. Love it. You see, you guys got the good end of it. Yeah, I am going to be doing it on here, Gracie. I am doing the Wrexham content on here. We've got what else we got? Good afternoon, Josh from sunny Australia, 3 p.m. nearly wine time. Naomi's got a spot on. As I said, this cup of tea right now is saving my bacon. It's going down really well, really well. But yeah, I sort of just was on FaceTime to Heidi just before I started. I was like, help, basically help. Up the town go Wrexham, watching from California, British Columbia, Canada in the house. Big up to British Columbia. But yeah, and Grace, it's 11:52 on Friday here in Birmingham, Alabama. All around the world. Love to know where you are. 1 p.m. in the afternoon in Bali. You got it spot on, my friend. Got it spot on. And yeah, get your score predictions in. Les is coming in straight away. 3-0 Wrexham, looking for a good showing. We've got to bounce back after the Sydney game. Let's not beat around the bush. Pre-season or not, losing to Sydney FC's under-18s basically in the second half is unacceptable. Unacceptable. So that's why I think Parky's gone for strong lineup here. Before I get the game up, give me a second. We've got some good photos quickly to show you. We've got, of course, here he is. Oh, Maxi boy coming in, doing his thing. There we go. Go on, Max, arriving. And then we've got just again, look how busy it is. Look how busy it is at this stadium. The fans are there. There's some meet and greets. There's J Rob, a Canon, back to back to back. Love that piece of merch. And everyone is enjoying some meet and greets. Got Fozzie doing his thing at the Ben Foster. He's been heavily involved in this tour. And yeah, we're all good and go and ready to rock and roll. Right, let me get the real thing up now. Let's get this up. And of course, people, thank you very much to everyone who's tuning in. Do keep subscribing, keep hitting the like, and keep commenting as we are ready for this one. Right, here we go. Right, before I share the screen, let me just readjust. In fact, the players are just coming out now. But yeah, what are we saying? How are we feeling? What are we okay this morning, people? Are we living the dream? What's the crap? How are we? Here is the game. It was a disappointing season for Wellington last season. Their lineup as well. I will mute this a second. I will mute this. There's their lineup. Not too bothered about them. So there we go. Yeah, we're hoping going to get a good crowd. Of course, this is a game in which Wrexham need to have a good performance. The final game of the tour, a game in which they need to put things right, a game in which they need to, show that the other day was quite unacceptable. But yeah, Libby Kakache has signed. Used to play for the Phoenix. It's a pretty cool story, to be honest. And here we go. James McLean, of course, captain today. But yeah, Wrexham don't have any friendlies arranged after this, so this is the final friendly. Pox is 3-1 Wrexham, scoring 2 in the second half. Would be a strong. Yeah, get your score predictions in. Get your score predictions in. Oh, stadium looks. Hopefully, this is going to be a fuller stadium than what we've seen in Sydney and Wellington. Darren's gone massive. He's gone 5-0 Wrexham. 3-0 Dragons over Phoenix, says Joel. Love it. If Wrexham win today, I'm definitely going to go see their next match, says Jason. Big up to you, Jason. Hope you're well. Here from Kapiti, New Zealand. Yeah, I mean, look at that stadium. It's massive. Absolutely massive. Oh, gosh. Honestly, that tea is going down so well, people. The tea is going down so well. But yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to anywhere where you're watching this. See, these grounds, they look Am I right in thinking these grounds, really, if you think about it, are too big for some of these games? Like they're absolutely popping, absolutely massive. Looks like they're cricket grounds as well, but someone can always correct me on that one. Um, but yeah, weather looks good. What time is it again? New Zealand about 5 p.m. Is it? Did they say it's about 5 p.m. New Zealand time? Um, But obviously here for us, it's very early in the morning. We're just coming to 6 a.m. Again, if you are further ahead, no spoilers. Do make sure you get your score predictions in the chat. Anyone feeling positive? Anyone feeling like there's going to be a big win today? Let me know. Is minus 2.5 Wrexham safe? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Not after last game. Wrexham will be relegated. I think there's more chance of Tom Brady being humble than that. Wrexham 3-0. Can't see anyone getting past that. Arthur, love it. But yeah, I thought I was a subscriber. Pox, I'm glad you subscribed. Got it pulled up on Amazon Prime here in the States. Well done to anyone who's able to get it up. Greetings from Mexico, 11 p.m. on this side of the world. Big up to each and every single one of you. Before we start, of course, we get going. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and welcome and be part of AVFTX Wrexham, a community that we are growing together as one. And it's great to have all your comments. That stadium's so big. Yeah, that is a big thing. There's Elliot Lee, big up Elliot Lee. Let me just get the
next season, because that will be their goal. That will be their
comms.
Aim. Yeah, he is a left wing back, so pressure on Seb Raven and Jacob Mendy to perform. It's a lot of money, 4 million altogether, with add-ons, 2.5 million straight away and 1.5.
Jeez.
But who can compete in that market in the Championship? Yeah. Only the teams that have been relegated.
They just talked about the fact that Libby Kakashe, 4 million they reckon a deal will cost, a club record fee, 4 million to sign the left back, and absolutely pressure on James McLean, Jacob Mendy, and of course, big pressure as well on Seb Revan. So, yeah, competition is rife. We're underway then. Big up. And in the Wellington TYNIT. Oh, here we go. Good start.
Looking for Hardy. Ball is cleared by Wellington.
A bit more yellow in the crowd today, as opposed to a sea of red.
You were saying about last season.
So there we go. Memberships will be available.
The season before they finished second. Yeah. So they've got potential.
So Wellington, I think, finished 13th in the A-League, but they finished second before. Pardon me. So, Josh, we need a couple of Wrexham emojis. Memberships will be available. Memberships will be available in the next week or so, because we are now monetized. So yeah, we're getting that all sorted. Big up to Mustafa, said new here. When do you start back in Wrexham? I've followed them since the National League campaign, which is massive. And yeah, I've been on the journey basically since everything's blown up from the documentary, and followed them since. And good start here from Wrexham, that 3-5-2 Dan Scar into Max Cleworth. The likes of Sam Dolby, names, seeing him doing his thing in the National League. He's an OG, absolutely. And that is true. That is true. But there we go. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is well. Let me know what you're drinking. I always like to know what people are drinking, what you're eating. I can't stomach any food at the moment. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. I cannot stomach anything. Can't stomach anything. But yeah, the likes of Luke Young, as I said, he'd have been proud to see the club like this. James Jones, Andy Cannon, O'Connell. There's still a lot of boys in this National League squad who were part of the National League promotion. Your Tom O'Connors, your Palmers, your Elliot Lees, O'Connells. There's still a lot of boys who played a part in the massive success of Wrexham. I like that they've kept the band together. They've kept the band together. Right, early free kick here. Let's see what the commentators are saying early this morning.
In the wrong areas of the pitch. But early pressure on the Wrexham defence. A free kick awarded to the Phoenix. Fouled by McLean. Hideki Ishigi.
It's early free kick here. A lot of empty seats still.
Towards the
Keeper.
far post, headed clear by Cleworth.
Shouts for a penalty. Of course, Wrexham got lucky last game and didn't have a penalty award against them, which was crystal clear.
Looking for space to cross to.
That was Lewis Brunt, by the way. Lewis Brunt should have given away a penalty against Sydney, didn't, and then they went on to score in the next phase, so it didn't really matter. But there we go. Connor, what's up, Josh? Currently 106 M here, stateside. Not bad, my friend. The early morning's hitting me hard, but this tea and you lot getting me through it, so I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. Big up to Carlos from Brazil in the house. Lucas, I can't translate that, I'm afraid. I don't know what that says. Big up to Asnio is from San Jose. Is that new sign from New Zealand? Solid. Rated really highly. As I said, was nominated for Men's FIFA 11 Team of the Year. Won the International Trophy of New Zealand. He played for Empoli. I worked out his average 25 games a season in Serie A, so he's a pretty consistent performer. Left wing back, he's going to be starting £4 million. This guy, Libby Kakache, is going to be amazing. Got to throw him here. Yeah, we've been doing this, but yeah, Les will be happy with the Wrexham emojis in here soon. Here we go. Big up. Oh, good press there. Ashfield. Oh, chance here for Wrexham. Oh, the finish is not there.
And it was Ashfield
what a
trying
chance.
to lob the keeper there. Not sure what was going
Ashfield
through
should have done
the
better.
goalkeeper's mind there, Malcolm. Yeah, well, Ryan Hardy made it difficult. He didn't give up on it, even though it was a bad ball. He was never going to reach him down the channel. But once that
good press by Hardy.
It's not an easy one, okay, because he's running back as quick as he can as well.
I think that again, Wrexham fans, they will have their eye casted.
Actually gone wide.
They'll have their eyes casted on Ryan Hardy. He, of course, missed the last game because of concussion protocol. New signing, looking to score goals, looking to add to goals. Will he be Wrexham's top goal scorer? Let's see. He did, of course, score on his debut against Melbourne. Here come Wellington. This is good from them. Chance here. Wrexham having to defend and concentrate. The game is very open. So, 5 minutes in, the game is very, very open here. And Wrexham needs to get a bit of shape and control.
More of a chance of scoring. He's allowing the Wrexham boys to get in there and get a block on once he took that first touch.
Saludos from Argentina.
In these opening minutes, Malcolm. See how tight everybody is. There's no space around.
I did miss entire goal. Yeah, it wasn't a great effort, was it?
That's their plan.
But yeah, good start here. Good tempo, good intensity.
In the middle of everything at the moment, he's controlling the game.
And people do run up the like to nearly on 50 likes. Keep smashing that like button, keep subscribing.
Phoenix are in pre-season as well as all the A-League teams. Their first fixture.
That's true, Julie.
Cup, where they play.
That is true. That is true. Waiting to see that third kit. I do like how they announced. I do like how Wrexham announced the new signing Libby while trying to advertise the cold brew. And saying obviously we've been cooking up a brew. There we go. Oh gosh, what a Max Cleworth there. Look at that. I love Max Cleworth. I think he's brilliant. Max Cleworth is brilliant. He starts in that Wrexham side all day long. And there we go. But yeah, listen, people, not long. Southampton First game of the season, a really tough opening game. The relegated Premier League side, Southampton, opening game away from home. They're a good side, Southampton. And it could be a rude awakening for Wrexham, that one. But again, I'll say this again. Hold on. Well, Wrexham, they're going to have to look at their schedule. They're going to have to look at their friendlies, and they're going to have a look at a way in which they can schedule another one in. They can't just go into this game on against Southampton with no more friendlies. So I think there'll be an in-house friendly. Officially, Wrexham don't have any more pre-season friendlies, but with 3 weeks to go, that won't be possible. Here come Longman. Here's the man as well. Longman, what a ball that is! Oh God, should have scored. Should have scored. Ryan Longman should have. What a ball that is from Ryan Longman. Look at this whip. Bend it like Beckham. This guy is brilliant. Hardy gets up there. And do you know what? Wrexham would have regretted that chance. But everything that is good comes through Ryan Longman. Cleworth, one of my favourites. Gracie said, 355 watching. Let's hit them up. Absolutely. Subscribe and get the notification bell on. Big up to Marcos, who said, no super chats. Would love to donate to your channel. Just found your channel recently. My friend, thank you. You'll be able to do that very soon. You'll be able to do that very, very soon. We are officially monetized. Well, not quite officially, but I've got the requirements. So I've got to apply for it. So we should have super chats, memberships, and watch page ads in the next week or so. So give it a week, my friend, and we'll be able to do that. And yeah, if you do want to, support by doing that, that is very, very kind of you. So yeah, but yeah, we are monetized. We are officially monetized. I've just got to wait for it. But what a start that is. Ryan Longman is going to cook this season. I think Ryan Longman's going to take the world by storm. I really do. Judy said, looking forward to super chats. Appreciate that, guys. And as I said, I'll be doing a lot more live content as well when monetized, and being able to give you guys the chance to engage in that one. I've got to just try and work out what is the peak and best time to go live when we do like Wrexham talk shows as well, with the time zones in Australia, New Zealand, and in America. Obviously, different sides of the world. I don't know what the best time to go live is yet. It might be the early morning ones. I mean, let me ask you a question for those of you in America, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, and then Australia and New Zealand. Is this prime time for you? And by the way, chat, if you haven't told me where you're watching this game from yet, why not? Let me know where you're watching from that. But there we go. Does anyone have a link that I can watch the game? It's right here, Ben. It's right here. What do I think of Libby Kakashe? £4 million, Empoli left back, experienced international captain. Yeah, this guy's going to cook. Come on, Wrexham. Go press there. God, that's a great press. Who was that? Elliot Lee with a terrible touch, it seems, I think. Give it to Longman. Longman always does bits. Longman always cooks. Go on, Ryan Longman. Guys, this is Ryan Longman's season. Trust me, he's going to deliver the goods. He's going to deliver the goods. It's 3:15, so it's good. It's good from that side of the world. I think I've got to come. I think so. The US, is better when I'm like 10 o'clock at night. I don't know. This is where I've got to find peak time zone for people. But yeah, make sure you've got your notification bell locked on. Mexico's 11 p.m. Oregon, USA is Friday night. I love it. Canada, 1:13 a.m. here. Yeah, if I was to do live Wrexham talk shows, I don't know what the talking about transfers, talking about the season, reviewing games. Don't know what the peak time is yet. Isn't it Liberato Kakashe or Kakashi? I don't know. Someone told me it's Kakashe. Someone told me I'm pronouncing it wrong. This summer we had a non-professional League 2 farm team of the Houston Dynamo and the MLS playing AstroTurf baseball field. How do they find that? Julie, that's world class. That is world class. And yeah, That's what I want to do. I want to give you more live content. Of course, we do uploads. Yeah, it's Kakashe. There we go. Corner here for Wrexham. Watch Ryan Hardy get his head on this. What a ball that is. What a ball that is. Kakache. Kakache. Oh my God. Wellington Phoenix on the counter. Could be a free v Ah, good tackle, Tom O'Connor. What a tackle that is. What a tackle that is from TOC. Watching from North Carolina, 1 a.m. here. Easy on the Tuesday match. See, so people I think would rather stay up late, wouldn't they, than get up early. I mean, I'm on the early shift today. I'm up early, rise and shine. So there we go. Jason makes a nice change to watch soccer in Melbourne. We're on the AFL. My team, Carlton, are playing after this. Love it. Watching from Paris. Josh, the US and sent yourself 5 to 8 hours behind. Yeah. So if I was to stream at 10 p.m. at night, that's what, 5 p.m. If I was doing a 10 p.m. stream, what time is it in Australia and New Zealand? And if I was doing it 10 p.m. UK time? Because that's about 5 p.m. US time. Come on then, Wrexham. Get it out to Longman. It's 2:45 Saturday afternoon that Adelaide works for me. That's good. That is good. I'm gonna need another hot drink in a minute, chat. Coffee. I need the coffee in me. But yeah, I love this comment from Julie. That is so true. That is so true. Wrexham fans are the most committed. 3 p.m. UK time, Les. Whenever that is. Oh, big up Lake Macquarie, Australia. Kakachi. Libby. Big up Libby. Yeah, I've got to find the catch. Maybe it's 12 p.m. at night. I don't know. We'll keep working there. That's the problem, isn't it? When you've got such a global fan base, finding the right time across the world is the hardest to please everyone. To please everyone. So whether I do a late night stream, whether I do it's obviously got to fit around me. But yeah, Wrexham live talk show. Are you based in Wales? Not quite near Wales though. I am from the southwest of England, but I am moving moving very close to Wales, Chepstow, right next to there, to the forest. It's better from Wrexham. 10 p.m. UK, 7 a.m. Oz. That could work. 10, 11, yeah. Between 10 p.m. and midnight, I think works for most viewers, both sides of the world. I think personally. Of course, look at this. This is an unbelievable comment. Just do it on your own time. Time of tune in. You guys are legends. You guys are absolute legends. Let's see what the commentators are saying on this one. Big.
Wrexham employ getting the ball as wide as possible and getting crosses into the box.
Yeah, and being direct at times as well. But I just think at the moment, Wrexham are just taking one pass from A to Z, like I said, from a defence into centre forwards, where
Great
they
ball.
can play through midfield.
Great ball.
And then go back and then up.
I'm not going to lie. These commentators I do not rate. I think they try and do too much. I lost interest when they started having a go at Danny Ward, who was when he wasn't even goal. It was actually Callum Burton for the Sydney first goal. Commentator wanted to go in on the goalkeeper Danny Ward. He wasn't even playing. Tom O'Connor, where is he going to play this season? Is he going to play centre mid? Is he going to play centre back? I think it is going to be Max Cleworth right centre back, Scar centre back. I don't know who's going to play left centre back. Don't know if it's going to be O'Connor, if it's going to be Lewis Brunt. There's Cleworth again. Boy, he's good. I think Longman will be on the right. I think Libby Kakache or Kakachi will be on the wide left. Go on, Longman. Look at Longman. He's my guy. He is my guy. I'm hyping up a big season for him early on. You've heard it here first. I don't know who's going to be up front. Hardy and Sam Smith. Hardy and Marriott. Guys, Sam Smith as well is quite. Elliot Lee for a shot there. Sam Smith is quite a long way off being available apparently as well. Sam Smith is still a week or two from even training, so that is a long way in that sense. Big up to each and every single one of you. Make sure you are smashing the like button. I would appreciate it. Ooh, I just think Scar. I think Scar and Cleworth start 100%. I think they start 100%. Smith, Parky's not being really clear on the injury, but he still says that he's still a week or two off. I read yesterday. Of course, as well, Ollie Rathbone went off injured against Sydney, so he's not in the squad today. But yeah, Sam Smith is a week or two. So yeah, I think the team's starting to pick itself. Where's what a ball that is? Is James McLean going to play centre mid this season as well? Is it going to be Evans, McLean, Elliot Lee as the front three? Longman, I love the way he whips that in. I think we could be looking at a Wrexham centre midfield of Elliot Lee, Evans, and McLean starting potentially. There's good options. I don't think Dobson starts. I'm not sure. It's good options. Wrexham have got great depth, and that's the beauty of it. The starting lineup's not easy to predict at all. Go on, Longman. Go on, Ryan Longman. Go on, Longman. What a ball. Unlucky. But yeah, Smith is still a week or two away. I want to see a goal from McLean. Yeah, chat. Who do we think is going to score first? Do you think Hardy's going to get on the score sheet again? McLean, Elliot Lee, Thunderbolt won't be good. So the one thing I would say about Wrexham is though that the goals. This formation 3-5-2. The only downside of it is that you lack goals, especially in wide areas. You're not going to get goals from Longman and Libby Kakashe or Mendy or McLean. They're there to provide the assists. So it's all about the front two. It's all about the two strikers, and it's all about the central midfielders contributing. It's the one thing Wrexham struggled with last season is someone being an outright goal scorer. But let's hope the team can chip in with as many goals as possible. I recently found the village in Wales where my family's from. It's so tiny, mates. Wrexham is like New York City. Well, I wonder if I've heard of it. 2:30, 2 p.m. streams. That sounds quite good. Does sound quite good. Big up to everyone from Oz. Big up to everyone from around the world. Global. Wrexham Global. Got Fenerbahce fan. John Duran's friends. Ryan Longman swings at him. Cleworth first goal. Les loves it. I think it'll be Lee and Hardy that'll score. Yeah, I think Ryan Hardy's going to score. Let's see what happens. And of course, welcome everyone who is tuning in. We are live and direct. 20 minutes gone already. Oh, I need the caffeine. What's everyone's go-to caffeinated drink? Or some people told me in the chat they don't drink. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a terrible touch. There's a shout for a penalty. That is a terrible touch there. I think that was from Ashfield. Hello from Brazil. Big up. That was a terrible touch. Look at this. That's a great little pass. That touch, I think it's from Ashfield. That is terrible. Cleworth, what a ball that is.
Now, you said about the first touch. We've said about it minutes ago. How important is your first touch tonight? You know, the tight areas, he's got to just a small
Gotta do better there.
Set you up on his left foot and it's a goal. He's got to score from how close he is, or at least he'll have a finish on. For me, that's a miss. You know, you're playing at levels where you've got to make clinical decisions in areas to hurt teams, especially in the Championship, and that didn't happen then.
Poor first touch by Harry Ashfield, letting him down.
I'll tell you what, that guy goes in on the Wrexham players. He absolutely goes in. Harry Ashfield's like a young lad, and he's absolutely destroying and killing. That's why I have to mute it. Like, oh, he's absolutely killing Harry Ashford here. Oh my God, here come one Phoenix. This could be a chance. Arthur's there, though. How good is Arthur, by the way? I don't think people realise how good of a goalkeeper Wrexham have on their hands. Arsenal will regret letting him go, I think, for as cheap as they did. Jamaican Blue Mountain Coffee gets my day started. Love it. Gasoline says, hello from Costa Rica. Big up Costa Rica. Cleworth's just looking a beast, isn't he? Oh, that's a great ball. Look at Ryan Hardy, like to get in behind there. Good sign of what we're going to see from the new Wrexham striker. As Rathbone okay? I was at the game of City, so I'm injured up front. Nothing major's come out of it. Oh, not another injury here. But yeah, he has been sidelined, and I don't think he's in the squad at all today. I'm going to check for you now. I don't think Rathbone's in the squad today at all, which tells you everything you need to know. Yeah, no Rathbone in the squad at all. So he's having a bit of a rest, injured, of course, and hopefully he'll be back. Well, Matt Cleaver's not happy there. Mount Dew I do rate Mount Dew. Look, I've been saying if Wrexham can finish in the top half of the Championship, that will be an incredible season. Championship is, I'll be honest, it is probably one of the best leagues in the world because of the drama, because of the excitement, the unpredictability. You could be around Christmas time, January in the Championship. You could be lingering in like 18th, 19th, and then you could go on a run of winning or go unbeaten in 10, 11 games. And next thing you know, you're up near the playoffs. The Championship, anyone could beat anyone. It's a brilliant, brilliant league. I don't think if you've never watched the Championship, if you've never watched the English Championship, get ready because it's so strong. So many ex-Premier League teams in there. So many teams who've obviously, you've got 3 teams who've been relegated from the Premier League: Ipswich, Southampton, and Leicester City. You've got ex-Premier League sides. You've got Blackburn. You've got Middlesbrough. You've got so many strong teams in the Championship. I think you'll see the quality of football is like you've never seen before. And it is really hard. So I said if Wrexham finish in the top half, that's amazing. But I know this Wrexham side will also want to get for the playoffs. They'll also be looking to get promoted because that's what they love doing. So yeah, do let me know if you haven't watched any Championship football. And when I say Championship, it's complicated, but if you've never watched any of the second tier of English football, the Championship, let me know because you're in for a hell of a ride. A hell of a ride. It's one in competitive league. Even Coventry City, Frank Lampard took over Coventry when they were bottom half side, and he basically took them so close to the playoffs. That was close to being a pen. So, yeah. Whatever happened to Barnett? He was leading League One assists, then lost his job to Longman instantly. Was it loss of form or just out of favour? A bit of both, I think. And Longman's kept him there. Dallas, Texas. Here we go. Tuscan Fox here, Arizona. We'll see you in the Championship. I love your story and your team, but Leicester City is my team. Good luck this year. Leicester City. We've got Leicester City. I mean, just to play Leicester City is going to be massive. What a side they are. Vamos, Wellington. Zaha, big up Crystal Palace. Gracie loves Charlotte as well. Yeah, and you've got Dean Smith as gaffer. Here's Longman. Longman just wants to get out of his feet, bend it into the box. Yeah, this is honestly going to be a great season watching it. Yeah, people, honestly, if you thought League One was tough, my God, Championship's nuts. I'm going to show you some of the teams. I'm going to give you a bit of a lowdown of some of the Championship teams at halftime. How about that? What a ball. Wimbledon, the Bath brothers, Vinnie Jones, John Fashanu. They were a horrible side. Watching from Washington, DC. Yeah, Stevie, got to lock in. So, yeah, it's a great question. It's a great question, Marcos. So, what do Wrexham need? For me, it's really clear. Still think we're short up front. I think we need another striker. I don't think you can rely on Ollie Palmer and Jay Rodriguez necessarily being the ammunition. Hardy, Marriott, Smith, J. Rod Palmer. I think Ollie Palmer will leave. One more striker would be lovely. Another centre mid, a left-footed one as well, to get a bit more balance in the midfield. I think Wrexham really need a left-footed centre mid. That's going to be a tough one. Someone like Barry Bannon would be unbelievable. Someone like Barry Bannon would be an unbelievable coup, in my opinion, with his experiences, his flair. They've sorted out a left wing back. I think they're stacked at right wing back. I think they're all good. So I'd say two more signings, maybe three if you want to be greedy, get another centre back in. But yeah, a striker, a left-footed centre mid, and a probably a left-sided centre back as well. This is a good game though. Wellington Phoenix, a really good test here. As well, Medellin, Colombia, groundsman of the stadium. Yes. What's it like living in Medellin? Apparently, it's a very cheap and lovely place to live. Mullen, I don't think would have cut the grade. Well, I think he would have held his own. I don't think he would have been super Paul Mullen. He would have just been Paul Mullen in the Championship. But again, it's hard. We didn't get to see much of Paul Mullen last season. So we don't know what form he's in, what shape he's in, how he's faring, how is he looking. The PSG would win it blindfolded. The Championship is obviously one league below the Premier League. It's hard. It's tough. It's cheap in Medellin. Yeah, a creative centre mid. Got to be left-footed for balance. I'm all about balance inside. What is the perception of the MLS? Well, obviously Messi has put the MLS on the map, hasn't he? Globally, there's no denying that. Watching him score brace after brace after brace is pretty strong, isn't it? But I think it's growing. I think we've got a bit more respect for it. I think it's going to be right up there. I think the thing that probably upsets a football purist, I'll be completely real with you, is that there's no relegation, there's no promotion, and that's where I can't quite get on board with it. How can you not have promotion and relegation? That's what the joy of football's about. Holding on for dear life. Look at the Wrexham promotions. And that's what even Rob and Ryan said. Oh, Arthur. A little bit of a mistake there from the goalkeeper. Tried to get across there, shuffling across his feet, and does so. But yeah, even Rob and Ryan said it, like, that's why they love it. That's why they love it. That's why they love English football. That's why they love this Wrexham, because the drama of promotion and relegation is unbelievable. Is there any other sports or leagues where there is no promotion or relegation? Is it like that in Australia and New Zealand? But after there, bit of a mistake. From Peru, bro, Rex wins. It's gonna be a tough one, this one. I don't. I think the subs as well aren't as strong today either. I looked at the bench. There's some young guys like Mo Fowl is on the bench as well. This could be a draw. I reckon a draw. I reckon Wrexham will finish the tour with a win, a loss, and a draw. Oh my gosh. But yeah, big up to each and every single one of you. Make sure you're smashing the like, subscribing, and all that good stuff. It's a good game here. Loving the chat, loving the discussion. Some great questions in the chat. Mexico doesn't have relegation promotion. Yeah, Miami have absolutely destroyed ticket pricing. They've upscaled it. People of me and my family take a camper van and come and tour America next summer for the World Cup. You all better be housing me so we can park on your land with our camper van and stay there. Yeah. Those of you who live in the US and Canada, Mexico, you better be putting up accommodation for us. All we need is your land. We'll sleep in our camper van. We'll sleep in our camper van and we'll come watch the World Cup, 2026 World Cup. You look after us. We'll provide English confectionery, sweets, chocolate, biscuits, and hot tea. Come on then, Ryan Longman. But yeah, we don't need any accommodation. We just need a piece of land to park our camper van on. I love seeing Sky in defence. I think he's better than we give him credit for. He's an absolute monster, isn't he, Darren? And barely puts a foot wrong. There is no promotion. I just can't imagine football without promotion or relegation. Honestly. Like, honestly, that's what sports are all about. Look, chat. If Wrexham are in a relegation fight, we're going to be clinging on for dear lives. Every game we're going to be kicking a ball, cheering them on, the drama of it all. the drama of it all, and that's the thing. It's what sports all about. But also, if we're getting close to the playoffs, we're going to get excited. Ball goes forwards. How many foreign players are permitted in the championship? As many as you want. And of course, St. Jude's and bingo. That look crazy. Pricing's going to be out as well. That's Carton Jeff. That's unbelievable. See, the community is great. I do need to probably make a AVFTS Wrexham Twitter page or something like that. I can't be dealing with Discord. I don't know how to use Discord. But what is the best social media thing to get people together? Discord just it's crazy. I need a coffee so bad. Here's Ashfield. Come on, Ashfield, fight for it, lad. Referee gives a free kick there. Big up to you guys. But yeah, football needs promotion and relegation. I just don't understand how you can watch it and then not have that. That poor. I can't pronounce. My Welsh is terrible. She bought some Kit Kats. Big up the Kit Kats. Free kick. Ooh. But yeah, big up to everyone. Make sure you got your notification bell on so you never miss an upload, people. Make sure you got your notification bell so you never miss an upload. 325 million to join the MLS. Damn. But yeah, I'm surprised that you guys go on. But yeah, Ashfield's got some pelters from the commentator. Ashfield got some pelters from the commentator. I'm tired of seeing the same teams at the bottom. But yeah, there's a big debate, isn't there, about the football and promotion relegation. Yeah, August 9th, Southampton. Here we go. Come on, Wrexham. Longman. Ashfield. Yeah, what is your score predictions? What is your score predictions, chat? I think I said a draw. I think this is going to be like 1-1. No, Libby Kakiche is not playing. Yeah, Ashfield's got a big. I think Ashfield's obviously going to go out on loan, isn't he? Ashfield's obviously going to go out on loan. He's not quite ready for the step up in the Championship. Christ, Ashfield, rebel. But yeah, that Sydney game absolutely took the sting out of Wrexham's momentum, I think. I think they were really surprised that they lost to a under-18s team. Yeah, goals are a problem. Honestly, I do think that with attack. They don't wear names on the jerseys because they haven't officially given squad numbers or anything yet. So there's no names on the jerseys because they haven't given official squad numbers yet and names. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Yeah, let me just put the commentators on 1 second.
Go to half-time, Malcolm, and I'm thinking about the opportunities, and probably the best of them fell to this man Hardy. That cross from Longman towards the near post. It's McLean's chance to cross this time. Here is Longman, sets it up for the shot by James, but it's high and wide from Matty James.
Yeah, hasn't had many touches in this first half, James, but this one's fell kindly for him because, you know, he's just been set up. The ball's is bouncing. Look, it's on the volley. He's not even got his head over it. You've got to be thinking there. My first positioning is I'm not going to stretch. I'm going to get my head over it, so I'm closer to the ball, and then I've got control of the volley. So his technique was just all wrong. His body shape leading back.
Thought Longman did well there. Nice cushion header back to James, wasn't it? Encouraging that shot.
Oh, absolutely, and midfield players have got to. They've got to practice these more and more because these are the shots that they've got to hit the target on. These are the shots that are going to come out of that box many times in a game and during the season.
I'm sure this man, Mr. Italiano, will be particularly pleased with his side's showing. I said at the beginning of the programme how inexperienced the starting 11 were. So many teenagers and very few appearances in the first team, but again, super play here by Lucas Kelly-Heald, only 20 years of age, 3 caps for New Zealand, been given a 4-year contract here at Phoenix, but so many young players showing real spark.
That's the word, isn't it? You know, full of energy, but spark in confidence, and to take people on and run with the ball, because that's a skill and that's a strength in a team. When you're under pressure a little bit, you've got players that can run with the ball. So then your defence can move up, everybody can move up the pitch.
Well, they created an opportunity from their last corner, a low cross bouncing dangerously in the 6-yard box. Isaac Hughes wearing 15, but that cross is far too close to keeper Okonkwo. He collects easily, releases quickly. Hardy. He's really quick, isn't he, Ryan Hardy, over the first 5 yards.
Yeah, again, it's one of them. I thought he could get to the ball first, but it's his pre-season. I don't like people pulling out of tackles, if you like, but if he sees the tackle coming in, I hope that's not a habit that he makes. You know, I hope that he's just protected himself, defended himself, because he has been concussed, hasn't he?
He took a knock against Melbourne Victory in that second half, had to be replaced after he scored mine. Long ball, looking for Loke. Loke sets it up. Here comes the cross. Brooke Smith again. First touch good on the turn. Snapshot over.
Do you know what? I can't speak highly enough of him in this first half. Look here, does them swell. Look at his first touch. Keeps it in the air. He could volley that for the goal, but he chose not to. waited for a little bit of support. Then once he got it, look at his foot. Oh, okay. If he didn't hit his nose and then come down, his first touch, it was really good. He made his stick, but just didn't get that bounce. You know, to be kind for him and then for him to volley, but great positiveness in his way of thinking by spinning in one movement and getting that shot off.
I think the manager will keep him on second half because Wrexham might want to sign him by the end of this.
This is something that I remember a lad called Chris Armstrong played against Millwall pre-season. 2 days later, Nick McCarthy bought him from Wrexham, and he went on to play for Spurs at Crystal Palace.
Becoming a little bit spicy in midfield there. You saw the captain Nagasawa making that run.
Great run. Wasn't a foul though.
No. Phoenix supporters thought it was. Is that still coming short again out to Longman? Longman, 3 waiting for a cross.
Yeah, Wrexham have had the most of the possession. But on the counter-attack, Wellington, Phoenix have looked dangerous.
Header by Ashfield, between the defenders, intelligent play by the young man. But a header wide.
Yeah, great position he's took up. You know, he's found himself between 2 defenders. And it's a free header. So, yeah, he's only 19. I understand he's learning the game. Great experience for him out there. But they're the kind of chances that you've got to put away. The cross, plenty of power on it. He's just going to get more on that ball there, just to direct it into the corner.
Longman again, running at heel. Oh, beautiful touch there.
That's outside his own box.
Nagasawa, the captain, with that touch.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's been one of the most exciting 0-0s I've seen. You know, just
lovely touches.
Yeah, yeah.
From individual.
And also individual play, youngsters.
Into added time at the end of this first half, and there will not be any added time. So interesting half here at the Sky Stadium in Wellington. It's 0-0. Wrexham coming close. Ryan Hardy's header from Longman's cross. Luke Brooks-Smith, standout player for Phoenix. But at half-time, it's Wellington Phoenix 0, Wrexham 0. Come back to the second half.
People, sorry I had to dash. I had a phone call, but big up to each and every single one of you. Thank you for being here. It is half time. It is half time, so we will be back for that. Big up to the subscribers as well. Keep smashing that subscriber, and that's world class there. But yeah, I'm back, and thank you. I've got the kettle on as well. So there, we're here. We're good. I haven't gone back to bed, but I am here. No, just had a phone call with Heidi, so I'm back. But yeah, no chances. I know that. I think the last thing I saw was James hitting the crossbar, not crossbar, a chance. But there we go. Right, I was going to show you the championship table. As I said, the kettle is just boiling as well, and I'm glad we're all good. I'm glad we're all good. Yeah, I was going to show you the championship table. I was going to show you everything that's going on with life in the championship and what to expect from some of the teams. So yeah, let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that. What do we think of that first half then, people, though? What did you see? What did you expect? What did you feel from that first half? Foz on the official halftime broadcast. He's doing well, Ben Foster. He's getting about on this tour, isn't he? He is dashing. He is dashing about. He is doing his thing and very much enjoying the Rex Coast tour or the Down Under tour, should we call it? But there we go. But yeah, no goals. So I've got to get a hot brew in me in a second. Absolutely. But there we go. There we go. But yeah, why no goals? Why no goals? Why no goals? Exactly. Why no goals? I don't expect many goals in the second half either. I think we're going to see a whole new. We're going to see a whole new outlet. We're going to see a whole new outlet in the second half as well. This Wrexham side in the second half is going to be a little bit weaker, and we do lack creativity. But yes, we do, Gracie. Yes, we do. We're going to have more problems, I think, in the final third this season, and that's why I'm talking about recruiting a striker is massive. Recruiting a striker, I think, is massive, but it's the formation. 3-5-2 basically limits you in some aspects, in some areas. That does mean it's going to be slow with goals. It does mean it's going to be a little bit more tedious going forward. How do I get the table up? Let's get this table up here. Let's get the table up. Let's get the table up. But there we go. I need over 0.5 goals. That should happen. Yeah. Right. Here's the championship table. I'm going to run through some of these teams. Then I've got to get my hot drink in. But there we go. There we go. Right. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Why is it not sharing? That's because I've got the wrong tab up. Yeah, keep smashing the subscribe button, people. Keep running up the likes as well. We appreciate it. Here is the championship table in also in all its glory. In all its glory. So Birmingham City, we know about Birmingham City. We know what they're like. We know that they are a team that, I'm not going to lie, they've recruited unbelievable this season. They have had an unbelievable season in recruitment. They really have. They really have. They've signed what's his name from Celtic? Is it Rio Hatate? That Birmingham City, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit scared of them. I'm a bit scared of what they could do. I'm a bit scared what Birmingham City could do. So that's a team to definitely, again, don't need to tell you too much about them. They've got huge investment like us. They are going to be absolutely massive. Blackburn Rovers, ex-Premier League, great outfit. Usually are in the top 8, top 10, strong outfit. Bristol City, don't worry about them. I'm not too worried about Bristol City. They had a really good year last season, but I call that a bit of a fluke year. I can see them lingering near the bottom. Charlton, struggle. Coventry under Frank Lampard are going to do well. Derby County, I think, will struggle, but again, ex-Premier League side, lingering around. Hull City, the same. Been stuck in the division now for quite a while. Ex-Premier League, but they are broke. So they, I think, will be more bottom half, if not relegation. Ipswich and Leicester, they've just been relegated from the Premier League. They're going to be in the top 5. They're going to be very strong. Middlesbrough, always top 6, top 7. Millwall's going to be one of those teams that you just don't want to play, but you've got to do it. Norwich, strong. Oxford, a team Wrexham should be looking to finish above. Portsmouth, again, a team that have only just been recently promoted. They're trying to build and get back to the Premier League where they once come from, ex-FA Cup winners. Preston should beat them, should be a bit above them. QPR, a tricky London side, never in a good stability. Ex-Premier League, again, recent times, should be there. Sheffield United are going to be in the top 2. They've got one of the biggest budgets in the league. Beware of Sheffield United. Sheffield Wednesday are in turmoil. Another team should finish above. Saints are going to be a fourth. Stoke are an ugly team. Swansea now are getting stronger. Watford, West Brom. Like this league, when I go through it, to actually see Wrexham survive would be something. To see Wrexham just stay up would probably, the more I think about it, to actually survive in the Championship next season would be some credit and testament. Like I was talking about Sheffield United guaranteed top 2. It's impossible to call. West Brom are going to be an absolute force. Southampton, Sheffield United, Leicester, Ipswich, just those teams alone are going to be, and Birmingham, just those teams alone are going to make life really difficult. And so, yeah, it's just not ideal, is it? And just to stay up now is sort of where, yeah, it's exactly that. The more I've got a ground perspective on it, I think teams like Hull City, teams like Sheffield Wednesday are teams we're going to finish above. So there we go. It's made me realise, I don't think people, if you've never watched this league before, I don't think you realise how tricky it is. Top sides, this is the real deal. This is a league that Wrexham will absolutely realise this is a different cut above. And Phil Parkinson, of course, has managed in this league before, but never in the Premier League. So this is madness. I mean, Swansea's going to be great. Playing Swansea is going to be a good little rivalry. But even teams like Stoke, and Watford, you know, again, I talk about form. I'll tell you how many of these teams have played in the Premier League before. So 1, Birmingham, yeah. Bristol City, never. So that's 2. Charlton, 3. Coventry, 4. Second half's about to come on. Millwall, never. Norwich have. Oxford have never. Pompey have. Preston have never. QPR have. Sheffield United have. Wednesday have. Southampton have. Stoke, Swansea, Watford, West Brom. Everyone's ex-Premier League. Like, it's pretty nuts. It's not easy at all. So there we go. Right. I am going to, I'll come to the comments in a minute. I'm going to put the second half on. I'm going to quickly go get my hot drink, and then I'm going to be with you for the second half, people. So we're going to be underway here. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you are smashing the like button. I'll be back in literally 1 minute. I've got to go get a hot drink to top it up, and I'll be back in a second. Big up to each and every single one of you. Get your score predictions in, and I'll get the team line up for the second half, and I'll leave the commentary on as well.
And I'm sure this man, Carlo Italiano, will have been so impressed with his side showing at the beginning of the first half.
But what I loved was the way he shook everybody's hand. You know, the youngsters coming off in that first half with their performances. He was really pleased. And that's a great feeling from your manager to your players. You want to go out there and play for him.
Well, he's feeling confident, having replaced his whole starting 11, apart from the goalkeeper, Alouet Waimi. No changes for Wrexham that we can see. And it's almost a shame, Malcolm, because we saw so much of Luke Brooks-Smith in that first half, wearing 29, the 17-year-old. He was quite outstanding.
He was, yeah. He was, I can't say another level, but he was on his way. He's only 17, so he's full of potential to get to that next level, I should say. But Wrexham, more than likely, will make their changes after about an hour. So they need to take advantage, I would say, of this new team. Because they won't be into their stride for, 5 minutes or so, even though they're fresh-legged. When you come onto the pitch, it's the beginning of the game for them. So Wrexham will need to try and start the front foot in the second half.
This is Brunt. So they've kept the back three of Brunt, Scar and Cleworth. Touch there by Lewis Brunt.
Yeah,
Across.
Yeah, Longman had a lot of joy, didn't he, in the first half coming down this right-hand side. McLean had more joy coming inside, and then Elliot Lee doubling up down the left-hand side. So, yeah, they'll be really, really important, I think, for Wrexham as a pre-season friendly, that Tom O'Connor, Elliot Lee, and Matt James in that midfield area try and master it, try and bully. I can't say that word, but they've got to go and run that midfield. They've got to be thinking 3 weeks ahead from now. Are they going to go to Southampton and win that midfield battle?
It's an interesting start for Wrexham in the Championship. Southampton away. It's then Hull City at home in the EFL. And that'll be followed by a home game against West Bromwich Albion.
It's a great start, isn't it? What an exciting time to be at Wrexham Football Club, what's happening there. And great games. They haven't played at that level for a long time.
Well, it was 81, 82, 83, I think 43 years since Wrexham played in what was then Division 2. So never played really in Championship, known as the Championship.
No, first ever games for me. My granddad lived in came from Wrexham.
Very milky tea here.
On a farm there. My mum was born in
All right, people, I'm back in. Oh gosh, I've just spilt my tea. I've got very milky tea, very milky tea, very, very milky tea. Like the milkiest tea in the world. Wait, one sec. Oh. Because I'm like 85% awake now. I'm like 85% awake. Right, let's get these commentators off. Let me get the lineups up in a second. Oh, this tea's so milky. You can't be dealing with a milky tea, can you? You can't be dealing with a milky tea. Got to get the spoon in. Unless some people like their tea milky. But there we go. Apologies, I've got the wrong Japanese player. For Birmingham, that is a goal. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Well, it must be said against the run of play, but attacking down the left-hand side, dangerous cross.
That is weak.
Couldn't collect, and Luke Flowerdew, second half substitute, turns the ball in. We played 4 minutes in this second half.
Oh, wow.
Wellington Phoenix 1, Wrexham 0.
Should Arthur have done better here? Let's have a look at this.
Maybe Wrexham should start on the front foot where they didn't. Bad play.
Oh, that's a stinker. That is a stinker.
To do better than this. He's dropped one in the first half. Look, this angle's a great angle. Longman should have got his foot across, or Clever, sorry, should have got his...
Yeah, you can't do that. That is horrendous goalkeeping. That is horrendous goalkeeping. He did fumble one in the first half. That's the worry. That is disgusting goalkeeping. That's just like schoolboy stuff there. That is only on Arthur, no one else. Completely on Arthur. Completely on Arthur. That was terrible. But yeah, 85% awake, I reckon, which isn't bad, is it? At 7 a.m. on a Saturday. There we go. Heidi will be back soon as well from work, so Oh, no, 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 no. Wrexham, come on. This is not good. No, it's just no. It's a no. It's no. You can't go into the Down Under tour and have this. You can't be on the Down Under tour and have a loss, um, two losses in a row. Just can't happen. Chance here. Chance. Chance. Come on. Come on, Longman. Come on, Longman. Get the ball in, boys. Finish. Oh, oh, what a response that would have been. What a response. Elliot Lee just hit the framework there. Elliot Lee gets up. That's a good response from Wrexham. That is a good response here. They're going again. Elliot Lee stepping up. Elliot Lee. Oh, that one he should have done better. But good response here from Wrexham. Firing up a bit more now. They know that, that was a really poor goal to concede. They're on the front foot here. Elliot Lee hits the post with a header and then an acrobat. But yeah, I'd rather Arthur do this in pre-season, get his mistakes out in pre-season and do it in the league. My complaint in Vancouver is that there was no Whitecap fans there. They were priced out. Want to see Wrexham win, but nice to see local fans. Yeah, you need a bit of both, don't you? Keep doing that and we'll have Ward in goal. That's why we signed him, yeah. But that was 100% on Arthur there. My 1-1, did I say 1-1 as my score prediction? I think so. I haven't seen anyone pick Wrexham to finish below 6. I think the story's still up, but that's fine. Yeah, honestly, the more I look at it, the more I think Championship staying up is going to be mad. I read all teams apart from us have played in Prem or Old Div 1. Yeah, I mean, going off the Premier League, teams like Bristol City, Oxford, Preston North End haven't. But yeah, there's not many. Some of them, Wrexham, James McLean, Ashfield. Ashfield ain't the guy, is he, really? But he is someone who needs to go out on loan. Right, let me get a bit of my tea in. But there we go. That's nuts. Arthur, can't believe Arthur did that. Can't believe Arthur did that. You can't drop a clanger like that. You can't drop a clanger like that. Early on. Does this mean that, wow, if you went to go for one base results there? Come on then, boys. Wrexham lost to Sydney FC 1-0. This could be 2 L's on the road, but I think they're going to score here. They look better. There's no changes yet, but we'll see what happens. Here's Hardy. You need to see a bit more of Hardy, actually, the new man from Plymouth. That's good. That's better football. Is it Ashfield again? He makes a mistake. I think he needs to come off. Get old Ashfield off, Parky. Kenny said, Wrexham looks so bad. They continue about this, they'll get relegated. No, listen, I don't fear relegation. But yeah, Elliot Lee. I don't fear relegation at all. I don't think that's on the cards. I think people need to not worry about that. I don't think relegation's on the cards at all. So yeah, do not worry, do not fear it. People, keep smashing the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Get that notification bell turned on and smash a like on the channel. That would be greatly appreciated. Because we're here, we're rock and rolling. We're here to hopefully, as I said, I think we're here to see, Wrexham. You might be supporting the Phoenix, but we're here to see Wrexham get back to winning ways on this down under tour. So not been easy. Not been an easy tour, but it all comes with good challenges, doesn't it? All comes with good challenges. Much better here, though. Wrexham are on the front foot. They are cooking. They are looking to break this deadlock now, and they're in deadlock. Remember, We didn't score in the last game, technically. It was an own goal. So we could do with a goal, an open play. Another chance goes begging there. Who else will leave Wrexham during the transfer window? Palmer, Mendy, Bolton is leaving to Mansfield. Yeah, Luke Bolton. Again, this is good play here. Nice little cutback. Elliot Lee is busy. Elliot Lee's actually come alive this second half. This is like the real Elliot Lee. Ashfield will go out on loan 100%. Is it football or soccer? Depends where you're from, but in the UK and England, it's football. What you can learn from pre-season though is certain players who look really sharp and ready for the season. You can also learn if Parky's got a plan B up his sleeve. The one thing you would say about Parky is he doesn't change from his 3-5-2. It's plan. Wrexham's game plan is do plan A, 3-5-2, and do it well. And guess what? Plan B is look at what plan B is, go back to plan A and do it better. And plan C is go back to plan A and do it even better. He ain't changing from 3-5-2. I don't think you'll ever see him adopt or change a formation in game, out of game. I think it's pretty much he's stuck on this is what we're doing. This is how we do things. Be good at it. So there. But yeah, people, let's get up to 250 likes. That's our like target today. So do run up those likes. My cup of tea is going down well. In Oz, football is rugby and Aussie rules. That's soccer in Oz. Yeah. It's always it's just like the whole crisp and chips debate. When I eat a pack of cheese and onion crisps, when I hear people say chips, it's like, what? He did 3-5-1-1. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. The fundamental is he still operates with 3 at the back, which does limit our attacking. Here we go, though. That's good from Lewis Brunt. Lewis Brunt, oh my gosh, nearly scores a ricochet goal. 5-4-1. Yeah, well, we probably sat when we don't have the ball. So to be clear, when we don't have the ball out of possession, it is like a 5-4-1. McLean and Longman tuck in 100%. When they do have the ball, though, it's 3 at the back. You see it sort of in its entirety. But there you go. Big up to everyone in the chat. Make sure you're smashing the like button. We need Smith back. Yeah, my cup of tea is looking a good colour now. Is the new Phoenix kit sit? It's not bad. Yeah, Ted Gracie. Us football people call football in Australia. It's all confusing. Isn't it the British Lions tour soon as well? Is it the Lions tour they're playing the Aussies, or is it the South African? Or even the Kiwis? Who are the Lions playing? I used to follow the Lions as a kid because I was mad into rugby as a kid. Not so much now. But who are the Lions playing? Oh, there's Jacob Mendy getting ready to come on. Barnett, Dobson, Evans. Oh wow, Matt just said, have been watching the Wellington Phoenix 10 years. Losing to us might be worse than losing to Maidenhead. Jeez, that's a that is a big statement there. The Lions. Is it Owen Farrell? I know, what's his name? Farrell's the head coach, isn't it? Andy Farrell. So Wrexham using a 3-5-2. You can see it here. You've got Cleworth the right side. You've got Scar, there it is. So it's like it's Cleworth, Scar, Brunt. That's your back three. McLean, your left winger. Longman, your right winger. And then you've got Elliot Lee. You've got Elliot Lee playing ahead of Tom O'Connor in that midfield. And Matty James. So Matty James and Tom O'Connor like your two defensive players. That's where I think Wrexham can change it. Instead of playing with two holding midfielders, instead of playing with Matty James and Tom O'Connor, they could play with more attack. They could put another attacking centre mid in there. Hence why if you went with Evans, Lee, and James McLean in the centre mids, you've got a bit more attack and balance in there. Go on then, Longman. What a ball. Lee, oh my God, how's he not scored? What a ball that is from Ryan Longman. He is the answer to Wrexham, honestly. Anything that good happens for Wrexham comes from Ryan Longman. Once again, on the outside, what a ball. Okay, people are going to love that effort, but I'm going to be critical here. I think Elliot Lee's got to score. But his good technique, to be fair, no. He's done everything. He's done everything right. He's kept good balance. He's turned on the swivel. It's a good save. I'll give goalkeeper credit. That's a good save. Goalkeeper's actually coming off now. This is where pre-season friendlies go to shit. They do all these mass changes. Like Wrexham are doing all their changes now. Look, here we go. There's Ollie Palmer coming on. The mass changes. Arthur's coming off after his stinker. Danny Ward coming on. Yeah, Longman and Barney. But yeah, their keeper's just, his last action is a great save. Yeah, it's a good save. But it was too central. As for Arthur, he's had a stinker, isn't he? Lions play Wallabies in under 4 hours. Is that actually today, is it? They got a chance? What are the Wallabies like these days in rugby? Need to attack now, two-striker, shout out Samuel Crew. Boca lost to Allianz Lima. That's not good, is it? Yeah, there's the wholesale changes. I don't rate Aaron James. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of Matty James either. That is such a poor error from Arthur. The more I watch it, that's basics. But yeah, Liberato, Libby, Kakache. Here we go then. I'll try and get the new team up. Why is it that rugby union's declined in Australia? Yeah, thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel. Can we hit 1,200 subscribers there? That would be nuts. Chance here for Wrexham again. I need to have a look at the lineup in a minute. I think that's Mo Fowl there. Kakache. Was it Kasache? Is it Kasache or Kakache? Kasache. Right, here we go. This is a new 11. I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'm going to put up the new team on the screen for you all. Oh, Danny Ward didn't even come on. Not Callum Burton in goal. Okay. Let's just see this attack and I'll put the new lineup up. I want to see Wrexham bring in a really quality attacking central midfielder. An Elliot Lee type. Che. I'm terrible. Che. I'm going to have to listen to an interview of how he says his name. Right, have a look at this quickly. And yeah, big up to the subscribers, by the way. That's a healthy number there. We are, what, 19 away from 1,200. We need 19 new people to subscribe. Let me know if you got your notification bell on so you never miss an upload as well on the chat. We have officially basically been monetized, so that's going to be exciting. We're going to have memberships on the channel as well. But here is the second half lineup for the last 30 minutes. Callum Burton in goal. It's Aaron James, Owen O'Connell, and Lewis Brunt stays on. Barney, Dobson, Evan, Elliot Lee stays on. Seb Revan, Mo Fowl, and Ollie Palmer. Jacob Mendy not coming on, by the way. Jacob Mendy not coming on. So that is the lineup. Elliot Lee stays on, as does Elliot Lee stays on, as does Lewis Brunt. But there we go. That is the lineup, people. I'm gonna share for you the rest. Okay, we're good. We're back. So yeah, no. Well, have they got that wrong? They've just tweeted another graphic here. Yeah, Cleworth stayed on as well. Cleworth stayed on as well. Cleworth stayed on. Chance here. So yeah, what do you think? Mo Fowl on the pitch. Elliot Lee looks ready to score. Go on then, Wrexham. We need a goal. We need a goal to without stating the obvious, because not only is it that, it's the concern about that we haven't scored in open play now for a while. Yeah, I've heard that. Honestly, I've muted the commentators recently because of that. They're understanding. They absolutely crashed in on Ashworth straight away. They were horrible about Danny Ward, and they were calling him Seb Raven. How bad is that? It's Raven. Like, come on. Where's the A? That was a good spot. As you notice that. Cleworth's one of my favourite. Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, Libby Kakache is going to be class. I'm going to have to call him Libby until I hear his surname. Look at Elliot Lee. He's running the game now. Greetings from Istanbul. Thanks for streaming, no problem. Thanks for subscribing. It's weird. This is it, but yeah, it's a weakened team. Ollie Palmer, Mo Fowl up front. That's a little bit different, isn't it? Let's hope Wrexham score. Has anyone got a link for Julie or where she can watch the Lions versus Wallabies game? Karkache, Libby Karkache. But yeah, Lee is on. There's Lewis Brunt. Here's Owen O'Connell. Come on, guys. But yeah, I really appreciate there's a lot of you here who have got their notification bell on. If you haven't, then you're missing out. And you clearly support Chester if you don't have the notification bell on. If you don't have your notification bell on, you prefer Tom Brady to Ryan Reynolds, and you support Chester. Liberato Kakachi. I like his first name as well. I think it's pretty cool. Liberato. I think that's like a strong name. Yeah, Cleworth. So Brunt, there's number 3, Lewis Brunt. It is Brunt O'Connell, and there is Cleworth. So Cleworth stays on as well. The Wrexham graphics person got it wrong. It's corner for the Phoenix. Where do you think Wrexham? Yeah, promotion, no. We can dream. People like to write Wrexham off as well. I think there's going to be a combination. I think it's going to be very split with like Wrexham predictions. I think, go on then, Lewis Brunt. Hold on, pause on this one. Let's see if we can create something here. Elliot Lee, come on, where's the attack? Only 2 in the box. See, that's the issue there. See that? Couldn't get the numbers up. See how they got players back in, and it was just Palmer, Fowl, and Elliot Lee joining late. Phoenix got enough bodies back to defend there. That's what I'm saying about Wrexham. We need a few more attacking-minded players. We need another centre mid who's going to burst the lung to get in the box. Evans and Dobson ain't going to do that. Like, look here, Lewis Brunt. Yeah, it's a foul. It shouldn't happen. But Yeah, look, Lewis Brunt, you needed more options. There's going to be a corner. But yeah, another attacking option is needed. That's where I fear for Wrexham. But yeah, on my predictions thing, I think it's going to be split. I think there's going to be a lot of rivals who are going to predict Wrexham to go down or bottom half. I think there's going to be a lot of Wrexham fans who are going to put themselves in a playoff position and hope and pray Wrexham get a playoff position. And I think there's going to be a lot of people who predominantly, I think realistically will go, do you know what, if Wrexham stay up and get a top half finish, that's a brilliant season. I really believe that. A top half finish and you can take your hat for good. Do you know what? Now let's build on this. There's so many good teams in that league. Who would like to see me do? I don't really do this, but who would like me to do a championship prediction video where I predict where the championship table will look like? Chance. Oh, that's a terrible header. Who would like me to see, with my understanding of the league, with my looking at the recruitment of players and knowing the experience, who would like me to do a prediction of where I think everyone finished in the championship? Elliot Lee's coming off, as will be Cleworth and Brunt, I can imagine. That's Elliot Lee done. Yeah, Mo Fowl waste chance all the time. Okay, I'll definitely try and do a prediction video then. I can't predict who's going to win the league. It's so tight. Leicester City and Southampton have got to be right up there. But I think Sheffield United are going all for it as well. They also are going to get Louis Barry. The Royal Shrewsbury Hospital poisoned my coffee. Bloody hell. Ipswich, again, Kieran McKenna's going to play some great football there. It's a horrible... Even Middlesbrough, Michael Carrick, they always do well. Mid-table, mid-season party out, get rid of old player. The one thing I'll probably stress is I would like to see potentially Parky have an adaptation of a formation with 4 at the back. Go on then, Foul. Come on then. Decisions. I do believe that potentially if Wrexham are going into games not looking like they're going to score or the goals are drying up, I think that will come on the formation. If you think about this, Sydney game, we haven't scored. It was an own goal. This one we're struggling, but we are creating. But look, again, only 2 in the box. There comes the 3rd and 4th now. Longman at the back, Barney at the back post arriving. But I think that I'd like to see Parky have that ability to go, do you know what? Let's mix it up. Let's go for a different formation. Have another tool to his armory. But yeah, big up to everyone. 850 of you in here. We should be on 250 likes. Do subscribe if you're new as well. We're currently on 1,206. Oof. Surpassed my expectations. Do you know what? 44 away from 1,250. Could happen. Could happen. If you want to see that happen, then hit the subscribe. And if you are someone who's new, get the notification bell turned on. That's the biggest thing on a YouTube channel is that notification bell. Enabling it means you never miss an upload and you're part of the community and you don't miss a video or watch. QPR. Nah, can't look at QPR. There's Dobson makes a foul. When QPR got promoted to the Premier League, they went all trying to be a Man City, trying to buy the league, and it didn't work well. But yeah, Mo Fowl, like, what's he about? Where's he going? He's got to be loaned out again, surely, hasn't he? He's got to be loaned out. I think Wellington Phoenix will win the A-League. Well, they're doing a good job here. Yeah, there is a lot of strike. Like, if you look at it, Jay Rodriguez, Mario, are they going to score goals? Oh, I just think Wrexham fans need to be prepared to. There's a good flick on from Ollie. The thing is with Ollie Palmer is, I'm going to put this one out there. Ollie Palmer still has a place in this Wrexham side as a big target man. He's someone that you can play into. He's someone that can hold the ball up, flick it on, do his thing, do his business. But he ain't going to score a goal unless it's a header from a corner. Ollie Palmer ain't scoring. And that is the reality of it. He ain't scoring. But he's such a handy flick on target, man. He's such a handy unit. He's such a handy guy. But what do you do, people? You can't. I just don't know. There's like, again, look how he just brings the ball into play there. See how Ollie Palmer does that? A hopeless ball kicked up to him, and he somehow cushions a header backwards and builds Wrexham in attack. What are we saying? Big up, Lee, bro. Big up, big up, big up. What are we saying, people? What do we do about Ollie Palmer? He's such a handy target man to play into. But I could see if Wrexham continues to play 3-5-2, there is a place for him. Even in a 4-2-3-1. Even in a 4-2-3-1. Ah, what a ball. Chance. Even in a 4-2-3-1, Palmer could be that lone striker, bring people to play, but he ain't scoring a goal, and I don't know how you get around that conundrum. You can't keep having a bloke up. You can't have a bloke up top not scoring goals, but you can have some. But that's why he needs a strike partner. It could work. Chance, yeah, potentially the was up. Potentially, Palmer played cup games. Yeah, I think the owners want to keep him around. Obviously, losing Mullen already on loan, I think Wrexham fans will struggle to see both Mullen and Palmer leave the club this window. But yeah, Dobson, that's a better ball. That's what Wrexham have come though, crossing the ball. Which, by the way, this game of getting the ball out wide and crossing does have a place in the Championship. There is a way to play that. You're going to come against techie teams like Southampton and Ipswich, who are going to play total football, hardly cross the ball. But then you've got teams like Stoke, Hull, Preston North End, all about crossing the ball, physical sides. It just can't score. I think Fowler should be loaned out for sure, exactly. Palmer out in January. Rodriguez too slow. Park gave him straight plays deeper than Smith, but it just left Smith way too isolated. Agree. J Rod's an interesting one. J Rod's one injury away, isn't he? Wrexham's number 9 looks like a robot. Oh, Palmer. Yeah, I think it's good. Bloody hell, Lee. You okay, bud? Hope things are good with you, Lee. Hope things are good with you. We'll be on later as well, Lee. That cup of tea has done the business. Ball comes in. Yeah, J Rod's underperformed. Big up Jonathan Borg. I'm a Queenslander, so if that Melbourne team lost 3-0 to Wrexham shows how Ryan was tapped that Melbourne is. I'll say it for you, Julie. Crap. Palmer! Oh my god, commentator's curse. But he's just ruled the goal out for a handball. Oh, he's just told him to F off. Look at that. There's me saying Palmer won't score a goal. Blokes just look absolute lethal bizzle. Now, is this a handball? Is this a handball? Is this a handball? Let's have a closer look at this one. Palmer's so strong there. I can't see it touch his hand. Referee's had a stinker. Let's have a look at this. Barney with the ball in. Did it touch his left hand? You know how Palmer feels about that. Did it touch his hand? Did that actually hit Ollie Palmer's hand? The camera angle didn't quite tell. I think it's raining hard down Wellington. Look at them. They've got the tops off. But I think that looked like it hit his chest. But do you know what I'm on about? Ollie Palmer there, shutting me up. Commentator's curse. That looks like that angle looks like it's clearly hit his chest. That should have been a goal. Look at this for a finish, by the way. He's on the stretch and he's kept it low and hard. That's a great finish. He ain't happy. That's how he needs a goal. He needs a goal as well, Palmer. But yeah, do you know what? We're not even talking about Hardy. No one's even mentioned Hardy up front. You know, new signing, big money paid from Plymouth. People don't know what to expect of Hardy. Is he going to be up there with Smith? I think that should have stood. Need VAR. God, that would take VAR would have taken about 20 minutes on that. Wrexham are ready to score now. But yeah, didn't Melbourne finish higher than Sydney in the recent A League? Yeah, that's annoying. Just had bangers and mash with beans. What a meal that is. But yeah, we need more from J Rod. Big up to the Turkey fan club of Wrexham. Ball comes in. No super chats yet on this channel yet, Lee. Will be in the next week. In the next week, we will be having super chats, memberships, and watch page ads, which is good. So, how can Wrexham beat Melbourne but lose to Sydney and now potentially Wellington? That doesn't make sense. But I did hear that Melbourne Victory did have their whole squad dismantled. I did hear that they had an absolute collapse of personnel. Yeah, people, big up to you. Make sure you are smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel as well. That would be greatly appreciated. We are 40 people off 1,250. We hit 1K. Now the sites are on big two. Yeah, I can't believe that. Melbourne Victory losing all their squad. They won't be happy with that. Melbourne Victory do look like they need a big reshuffle. It's probably worrying times for Melbourne fans. But Wellington, didn't they finish 13th, they said? Am I right in thinking that? Here's Mendy. But it's been a better response. Chat, yes or no? Will Wrexham score? Will Wrexham score? Yes or no? Here's Barnett. I have noticed, though, everything that's come good is from the right-hand side, whether it's been Barney or Longman. Ball comes in. Everything is all from Barney or Longman. Yeah, people aren't feeling the Wrexham goal. Wellington finished 11th out of 13. Yeah. It's been very backwards then, this down under tour. Do Championship teams have Premier League teams reserves? No, they don't. Championship teams just have their team. Oh my gosh, nearly mix up the back there. Not long to go in this game. Oh my gosh. 2-1 Wrexham from anyone who knows the Phoenix. Is it going to be that bad, is it? Phoenix going to have a big collapse. Yeah, it's not as... I don't know if it's camera angle, Wayne, just making it feel like that. Yeah, I predicted a 1-1 draw. People aren't happy with this performance from Wrexham. Narrow pitch, but that's again, you wait and see when Wrexham play at QPR. Loftus Road, my God, it's one of the smallest crammed pitches I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, you see one of the pitches in the Championship, QPR's is horrendous. Who else has got a small pitch? Fratton Park, Pompey, tiny small pitch. This is why 3-5-2. This is why I say 3-5-2 is an issue when you play on these small pitches because you don't have the width. You don't have the and then that camera angle makes it look. Look how far the fans are away from the pitch. Though, what is it with stadiums not having fans closer to the pitch? In England, it just wouldn't happen. But yeah, the smaller pitches, 3-5-2 ain't going to work. Yeah, Fulham, Craven Cottage have got a tiny pitch as well. Bournemouth have got a tiny pitch. They're in the Premier League though, but obviously, there are some teams you naturally design. Yeah, made for cricket, you can tell. For me, sports fans, you want to be as close to the action as possible. You want to be close to the pitch. You want to feel the intensity. You want to be there, and the players feel that intensity as well. The further away from the pitch, it's just not the same. The worst stadium in England is West Ham United's, the London Stadium. It is the worst pitch in the country. It is the worst pitch in the country. West Ham United's football stadium is the worst pitch in the country. Fans may as well be at home watching it on the TV. It's that far away. Wrexham have hit the post. They've pulled off a good few saves as well, and they've missed some sitters. So there we go. Can't believe it's 2 a.m. and not one goal. Geez, says Legendary. Yeah. That'll be 2 games in a row where Wrexham haven't scored. But yeah, City of City, the Etihad's okay. The Phoenix fans don't like their ground. Yeah, the fans want to be close to the action. Ball over the top. Well done, O'Connell. Yeah, get a nice little bit of surface on the race course. Here we go then. Here we go then. Here we go then. It's offside there. That was so obvious. That's so poor. Is that on YouTube? Is it the pitch getting stitched? Is there a way to watch that? Good luck in your pool tournament, lads. We've had a lot of chances to capitalise on it, and you just need to get creative, attacking minded. Yeah, I agree, Marcus. I like your perspective. I think you're talking sense. The chances have been there, to be fair. The level of finishing to be desired. We've had a few headed chances, we've had a few half chances. I'd also say, to also put this into perspective, I don't think we have really let that many chances up. It's Arthur's error that led to the goal. It's Arthur's error, but I wouldn't say the goalkeeper. Like Callum Burton's been on the pitch for half an hour. He's not really had to make a save. He's not really had to make a save, has he? So I wouldn't say the Phoenix have exactly peppered Wrexham's goal. I'd say it's all a lot of play has been in Wellington Phoenix final third. Just Wrexham have not made their finishing count. Good old rough bone. Wrexham. I think I've seen that channel, the Fan Zone channel. Has he got a drone, has he? Yeah, crosses have been a little bit skew with. Going to go into added time now. Parky looks a bit. Surprised that drone's not been stopped. I don't know what the laws are on drones and how drones work as such, but yeah. Long ball. 3 minutes added on time. Mo foul. It's terrible. Oh, where's he going? Big up Adam B. Hope you're well. Good to see you in here, my friend. Half chance of squandered, yeah. It's another half chance there. Panicking from Barney there. Ryan Barnett just needs to take his time. Absolute panic from Barney to go over. Big up Jason. Hope you're well. Great to have you in here, Jason. But yeah, chat, we will, by probably next week, have monetization status. So we'll have memberships, we'll have super chats, and we'll have watch page ads. So that's really exciting. Cheers, Judo. We'll look at that. Championship's going to be a tough old league, people. A tough old league. Trust me when I say this. Think I need to look at what other clubs are doing business-wise. I know Hull City are in the mud. Hull City are basically financially broken. They're in the mud. Sheffield Wednesday also in the mud. So that's two teams who can get relegated. That's two teams who can get relegated. But yeah, big up to you guys in the chat right now. Thank you for tuning in, whether it's evening, some of you it's late at night, some of you it's early in the morning, some of you it's absolutely prime time, isn't it? Some of you it's absolute prime time. Yeah, so it was a good result for Phoenix. Lee hasn't slept, bloody hell. Is Chelsea Stadium good? No, not really. But it is close. No, I'll try and be Fletcher, yeah. I think Aaron James will give Parky some thoughts, to be fair, whether he loans him or keeps him in. Yeah, exactly that, Scott. Scott, spot on. How many people said Parky out in the first month of League Two? They did, didn't they? They crashed in on him. But there we go. There is the full-time whistle. Damn. And look, Wellington are happy. They've taken the Wrexham sculpt. It's done. It's dusted. It's full time. And that is Wellington 1, Wrexham 0. The down under tour comes to an end, where Wrexham have had 1 win, 2 losses. And in the last 2 games, they failed to score themselves because there was no goal of Sydney. And that is probably the concern. I think the biggest talking point that we have to look at is the creativity and the lack of goals. That's the issue. That's the worrying concern for me. And people are not happy with what they're seeing in terms of that, but lots to work on with Parky. People, as always, I love doing the watch on. Thank you for being part of it. Make sure you've all got your notification bell on before you drop out. And of course, if you're new, subscribe. Look, nice little cool thing here. If someone subscribes, you'll see that number go up. And it's really nice to watch that number go up. So make it go, oh, look, someone unsubscribed, so it's gone down. Now we need 2 people to subscribe to go back up. But yeah, people, big up to you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here and watching. Plenty of content to come. I'm going to be hitting the transfer videos. We just did one about the new signing, Libby Kakache, signing for us, as well as, of course, more videos to come of any breaking news, and we'll do some more lives as well because I think people like the lives. But yeah, that was an interesting game. I think it was better than the Sydney one, but not as good as the Melbourne one. So an interesting time ahead. We need injuries. to come back. We need Smith back. I think we miss Smith badly, don't we? I think we miss Smith badly. So there we go. But listen, any news that comes forward, transfers, injuries, stuff all that, then I'm your channel. AVFTS Wrexham, very easy to remember. We're going to push to be one of the biggest Wrexham fan channels for the community where we can all interact. Like we are and like we do. I love all the comments. I love your thoughts. I think people like interacting with the chat. And that's what we want. That's what we want. We want to build that AVFTS Wrexham community together and become a massive fan channel. This is your channel just as much as mine. So thank you for your support on everything. People, wherever you are in the world, whether you're going to bed, whether you're starting your day, or whether you're in that limbo of not knowing what to do, then make sure you enjoy whatever you're doing. And for some of you, it'll be have a good Saturday. For some of you, it'll be enjoy your Sunday, wherever you are. It's pretty nuts. And we'll be back for sure in the next day or two with more updates, more news, and hopefully our first live chat show very soon. People, enjoy. Thanks for the support. Hit that subscribe on the way out. Get your notification bell on and get in the comments in everything we're doing. I'm out of here. Go well. See you later. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Ta-da. Salut. And just a solid goodbye. Ta-da.